Hello sewing mates and welcome to today's class. My name is Dr. Miranda and today I'm going to be teaching you how to read your measuring tape in inches. It's very critical that you learn how to take the measurements correctly, and the first thing you need to do is to learn how to read your measuring tapes in inches or in centimeters. But for the purposes of this lesson, we're going to be using inches. Remember that our content is not for sale, so you cannot share or sell or resell this lesson. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go to class. Okay, class, we're now going to learn how to read our measuring tape in inches. So our measuring tape and our rulers in inches. So let me just bring this closer to the camera so you can see the lines on the measuring tape. So where you have the big numbers is the inches, and when you flip it, you have these smaller numbers, and this is the centimeters. For the purposes of our course, we are going to use inches. So when you look at the rulers as well, you see that they also have the big numbers, which are the inches, and of course we do have the centimeters on the other side. Okay, so when you look at these rulers, let me hold it from here. You can see that it has these horizontal lines going across, and we have the vertical lines going up and down, and this is what helps us to get the divisions of the measurements in inches. Now if you look at our small board here, you see that I've tried to replicate that, and we have these horizontal lines, but we also have the vertical bars and the numbers indicated. So what this means is that when you are working with inches, it means the measurement is being divided by 8. So from 0, this will be our 0, our starting point. So your 0 will be where you have this metallic thing. So the 0 point is there, and then the measurement starts, okay, until you get to the first bar, which is the 1 inch bar. So this will be our 1 inch bar. Okay, let me bring this closer. Yeah, the 1 inch bar. Okay, so let us count these little bars, these numbers here, and see if they add up to 8. Let's count together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And at the 8 mark point, this is where you have 1 inch. If you are to count again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you have 2. And then so on and so forth. Now, what do these small bars mean? It simply means that we are dividing this 1 by 8. So, this first bar here simply means 1 over 8 or 1/8. Okay, the second one is 2 over 8 or 2/8. Then we have 3 over 8 or 3/8. Then we have this one, it would be 4 over 8 or 4/8. Then the next one would be 5 over 8 or 5/8. Then 6 over 8 or 6/8. Then this one would be 7 over 8 or 7/8. And then we have the 1. Where you have the 1, that means this is just what? 8 over 8. Now, we can simplify this further. If you remember your simple arithmetics and the simplification of fractions, this simply means you can divide it by 8, it will give you 1. If you divide it by 8, it will give you 1. Divide this one by 8 again, it gives you 1. And this gives you 1 inch. gives you 1 inch. That's how you get your 1 inch. If you look at this fraction, you can also simplify it further, because you can decide to divide the 6 by 2. It simply means this 6 divided by 2 will give you 3. 8 divided by 2 will give you 4. Meaning, when I say 6/8, it also means 3/4. It's the same thing here. We have 4/8. This can be simplified further to mean what? If you divide 4 here into 4, you'll get 1. Divide 4 into 8, it will give you 2. Hence, 4/8 also means half, or 1/2. And that is what we do, and this is how we do our measurements. Now, what is the implication of this? When you are taking your measurements and I say the measurement is, let's say, 1 inch 2/8. 1 inch 2/8, it means you will come here. You see where the 1 is. So you have your 1 inch. 2/8, it means you count 1, 2. So it will be 1 inch 2/8. So that's how you take that measurement. I can say, okay, the measurement is what? 2 inches. You place it like that. 2 inches 5/8. This is your 2 inches. 2 inches 5/8. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Your measuring tape will end here where you have the 5/8, right? It would end there. And you will take that measurement to be 2 inches 5/8. If I say, no, I want it to be 3 inches 3/8, for example. So you come here, this is your 3 inches, and then you would count 1, 2, 3. That is where your measurement will be. So your measuring tape will end here on the 3 inches 3/8, like this. Make sure that you understand how this works, because it's very crucial in fashion designing. And once you get this wrong, it means you are going to have serious issues. Now, okay, apart from dividing the measurement by 8, other than counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the measurement is sometimes divided using 4, meaning you are going to have 4 bars. So you move to the next row where you have these one. Let me see if I can find a different colored chalk. I don't know which one is more visible, but you will have this line. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. Okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. What that means simply is that we're dividing by 4. So this line here simply means 1/4. The second line here simply means 2/4. The third line means 3/4. And the 1, where you have this 1, it means it's what? 4/4. This you can simplify further. Divide by 4, it gives you 1, which is the same as 1 inch. You can simplify this further and divide it by 2, it gives you 1. Divide 4 by 2, gives you 2. So this is also the same as half. Okay? Because sometimes I can say, no, the measurement is actually 1.5 inches. No, let me say 1 and 1/4. 1 inch and 1/4. Trying to see where it is visible. 1 inch and 1/4. 1 inch and 1/4. You want to take that measurement. What it simply means is you are going to measure here. This is your 1 inch. And your 1/4 is where? Is this first one. Is this second one rather. This second line. So your measurement is going to be here. Because this is where you took the 1 inch, 1/4. It is this second bar, this one. So it's 1 inch plus 1/4. If I say 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, you have taken the 1 inch here where the 1 is plus a half is here. You understand? This is where we got this 1.5 inches. That is if we are dividing by 4. It can also happen that you choose to divide by 2 and only 2, meaning you are going to have only two lines. You are going to have only 2 lines. Trying to change the chalk here. You are going to have 2 lines because you're only dividing by 2. This measurement here of 1 inch is being divided by 2. What it means is you are going to have this. This will be your first point, meaning this is 1/2, and then the next line would be 2/2, right? This gives you 1. If you divide it by 2, the other one also gives you 1, and then we have 1 inch. It's 1 inch. So this is how we go about taking our measurement in inches. So if you are not clear, just replay this lesson over and over until you get it. When you are dealing with inches, we always divide by 8. You can also use 4 where we have 1/4, we have 2/4, which is the same as half, then we have 3/4, and then the next one would be 1 inch. When we are dividing it just by 2, it means you're only going to have these 2 bars here. You're going to read only the 2 bars, meaning that your half will be here in the center, and then you'll have your 1 inch next, this big line. That is what it means. So then you would only have this one big bar followed by the 1 itself. So I hope that this is easy for you to understand. Please try to practice and review or replay the lesson until you understand, because before you can get this accurately or correctly, you're going to have issues in your pieces that you're going to produce, because taking measurements, accurate measurements, is crucial in fashion designing. Thank you very much for attending this class. Remember, our lessons are not for sale. Please don't share this content with anyone. We'll see you in our next class. Bye.